Okay, Ramblers, let's get rambling.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Dr. Nick.
Some dumb guy here. This is the season of shopping, obviously. And all of the Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Winter Wonderland, Black November, Black Year, we gotta sell stuff all month long, constantly season. I've been doing quite a lot of that. Browsing through all of these random websites where I buy my physical media. Options are good. We love options, right? But I started to ask myself if it's possible, and please chime in, can a sale be too big, too large? I'm starting to lean on the side of yes. As an example, Kino Lorber's current Winter Wonderland sale that runs through December 16th. It's been live for a few days now. That sale consists of 682 titles. I browsed through it, and by the time I was done, I had a shopping cart full of 41 different movie titles. 41. My grand total, if I'd made that purchase as is, was something like $544. I ain't doing that. That's insane. I got problems, clearly. But I hadn't completely lost it all up here. Last fall, maybe early fall, late summer, deepdiscount.com had a sale. The prices overall aren't great. I get a text from them pretty much on a daily basis saying, hey, guess what? Here's a 10% or a 15% off sale on all our in-stock items. Pretty much every day. It begs the question, makes me wonder, does that particular website just bump up all their prices by 10 or 15% on the regular so that they can say, hey, look, we're having a sale of 10 to 15% off in-stock items, just to look like they're actually having a sale when those 15% off prices are probably still higher than a lot of other retails already are on their normal pricing. I don't know. But in going through this particular sale, I was running through it, and I'm going through, and I'm looking, and I'm clicking, and I'm adding titles to my shopping cart. And it felt like I was going at it for entirely way too long. So when I clicked onto the next page, I actually paid attention and realized this particular sale consisted of 9,659 movie titles or TV titles or whatever it happened to be. If we're talking strictly physical media, I was in the 1,200 range by the time I got there. 1,200 is already far too much. I don't know what they hope to accomplish with 9,600 titles. I didn't pick a purchase out of that sale. I actually found myself bored out of my mind by the time I got that far that I just completely gave up. I clicked over in my cart and reviewed, looked at what I had. But a sale that large, that all-encompassing of so many titles and not being able to go through it in its entirety, I may not even have gotten to anything that I was really, really interested in or would have been interested in. I was so overwhelmed that I was discouraged and lost interest, and I didn't make a purchase at all. And it's not the first time that it's happened on that website or other websites. Amazon, for example. Now, I use their app on my phone when I shop. It might operate differently on a tablet or a PC on their website. But for Black Friday, for Cyber Monday, and just for any sales in general, you go on to their listing of current deals and you go through and you select your department where you want to look at just movies and TV, and it segregates it there. and you just scroll down this long list, title after title after title, two next to each other as you're going down. It doesn't give you a total on how many are there. You have no idea. You're scrolling and you're scrolling and you're scrolling, and they don't even show you the price anymore, just what the discount is. You actually have to click on the item to get the price. Okay. But it just keeps going and going. And I realize, okay, at some point, the screen just refreshes on its own. I've had this happen several times, and it bumps you right back to the top. But everything is not necessarily in the same order that it was. So you don't know what you've actually looked at. And then, because there's no total quantity, you don't know how long you're going. And then as you're going, titles repeat. Like, okay, I've already seen that. You scroll down a little further and something else pops. I've already seen that. How long does it take to actually get down to the bottom? Both for Thanksgiving, for Friday, Black Friday rather, and for the Cyber Monday sales, I've given it attempts a couple of times, and I've scrolled down, and I've scrolled down, and I've scrolled down, and I get to the bottom, it's like, oh, I want to load more. And then when it's done loading, it pops me right back to the top. I've never been able to reach the bottom of the screen. I don't know how big these sales are. So again, discouraged. At best, I pop over to Blu-ray.com and check their featured deals, and I go through maybe a page or two of the most current ones or the best deals and kind of get a sampling of what that is. But I'm not actually going through and looking at the entirety of it. Who knows what I'm missing? Might be some really great bargains. Might be some titles that I would really like to own. Haven't thought about seeking them out individually. And maybe it's some really great prices that are rare to come across. But because these sales are so large, you never actually get to see them all. Who knows what you're missing out on? So this is something that's been kind of weighing on my mind since that deepdiscount.com sale that I referenced. But now it's exacerbated because all these websites are having their sale. Shout Factory had their sale. Barnes & Noble had a Criterion sale, and I think an Arrow sale. Got notice from Diabolic DVD, interestingly enough, about a sale there, but when I popped onto the website, I didn't even find a sale. And I went through my wish list, which is fairly substantial on that site, and none of those titles were discounted at all. So, okay, well, at least I got to got to avoid having to invest anything there because I already have a hefty pre-order for coming up, I hope, this month on their website, pending shipment upon release out of Australia. But anyway, this is something that's been on my mind, something that I wanted to vent a little bit and share. And have you guys run into this? Has this been an issue for you? Am I completely just bonkers, or is this a commonplace problem amongst collectors where you run into this and you get overwhelmed or you give up? And there's just so much, whether you want too much of it or there's just too much to look at, too much to scroll through, too much to see before you just pull the plug, you settle, you give up and walk away entirely. Let me know, because I'd love to engage in a little dialogue on this one. It's been a topic that's been on my mind for a little while now. I thought it'd be a cool little feature to cover, something a little bit different for my channel rather than just showing the results of all these. What about the actual process? So let me know, comment below. Let's get a little discussion going. Share your thoughts. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video, and good night to all. Bye-bye.